Hey everyone, and welcome to my weekly check-in vlog where I take you along for the weekend to see how I'm doing and what I'm reading. My name is Wiebke, and this year I'm trying to get myself out of survival mode, and this week hasn't been going so well. I skipped a lot of morning exercise, I didn't eat well, I barely did anything aside from work. I was mostly exhausted and peopled out. We had 2 work events where we had a lot of people coming in. We had a lot of cookies and cake and snacks and people. So I was exhausted. I also was exhausted from exercise and too exhausted to exercise, which didn't help my mood. In case you don't know, I really like morning exercise because it mainly makes me human to go out and interact with people. But skipping morning exercise doesn't do that. So I've stumbled across low energy availability in athletes this week and looked into it a little bit. And I don't feel comfortable with the symptoms matching. So being tired all the time, not sleeping well, not resting even though you're resting, and also your performance is dropping. And that's something I've been talking about or complaining about a lot, that I keep running slower and slower and slower and I can't manage to gain the speed I used to. I have been blaming it a lot on age and changing in the body and perimenopause, but it could also be this low energy availability, meaning that I don't fuel enough for the exercise I'm doing. And even though I'm thinking it's not always there, it might be that it built up in recent weeks. I don't know. I find it very difficult with adding resistance training and lifting heavier, how to basically calculate my basic calorie needs. So not that I'm tracking and paying too much attention to the calories, but if you don't eat enough to manage or maintain your main body function, it's logic that you don't have enough calories. So, and not enough energy. So the result is that I need to rethink how much I'm eating. The how I'm eating definitely is what I've been working on all year. But the first thing my brain did as it realized I'm not eating enough, it's going back to supplementing with chocolate. Yay! So I basically overate chocolate for the last couple of days, which didn't make me feel better. Yay. It's a problem, but not a huge problem. It'll go away in a few days. Anyways, that's something I need to focus on for the upcoming future, how to deal with that. So the weekend also is mostly about chores and shoulds, because I need to catch up on a lot of household tasks and maintenance and cleaning that I didn't do while I was away last weekend, and also not during the week, because I basically crashed and fell onto my couch and fell asleep watching or rewatching movies. Yeah, my week was very exciting. Anyways, that's the main thing I need to do this weekend. Also, it's raining and it's going to continue raining for the next couple of days, maybe weeks, who knows, it's November. And so I don't really have a lot of things I want to do outside, but I need a lot of things to do inside. Aside from cleaning, I also want or should finish the book I'm reading. I have about 300 pages in it, and it's sort of slow going, but I have not been reading much. I'm going to tell you about the book later. First, I want to go running. This is the only thing I really want to do, despite the rain. I want to go probably just a slow 5K because low energy and pouring rain, but I also want to continue listening to the audiobook I'm currently listening to. I discovered Design Your Life in an Audible sale, so I have been listening to that for the last couple of days, and it's all about looking at your life, where you want to go, what you want to do, and giving you a lot of exercises and tips to plan and observe. And I have only been listening to it so far. I thought I'd listen to all of it and then hopefully do some of the exercises. That's some of the shoulds I have for the weekend, that I want to do the exercises so that I can plan ahead. I said want and not should. That's very good. Anyways, that's the plan for now. The plan for later, I have no idea. Might be a boring vlog. I apologize in advance. Not every vlog can be exciting, and also not about exciting books. Let's see how running goes and everything else. I don't think I was made for this kind of weather, the dark month. I woke up feeling like I passed my best by date. My fitness tracker says I'm at 30% body battery. So it does feel like that. I don't know. I had so many things that I needed to do, or rather should do this weekend, but I feel myself looking at something. I can tell in my brain, I can see myself doing it in 5 minutes, and then I turn around and don't do it. This morning I was lying in bed and thinking about vacuuming, which should be done. It's kind of necessary, but just thinking about me had me exhausted. And it's been like that all day yesterday. I did quite a few things. Granted, none of the cleaning that I wanted to do, but I managed to finally try the Doctor's Kitchen daily bread thing. It's basically a lot of seeds and oats put together. It tastes okay, but strangely I thought tasting it that it needed carrots. Maybe next time, I don't know. But the idea is to have some kind of bread that is not toast at home. So I finally did that. Now I only have to put it into a habit of eating it in the evening. We'll see if that's working. Other than that, I tried reading, and semi-successfully. I wanted to finish Demigod 12 this week. It's the second book in the Tinkered Star Song trilogy, and I want to like it, but I don't really. In case you don't know, Gail Carriger is one of my favorite authors, and I really like her writing. The writing is fine in the book, but I read the first when it came out 2 years ago now. Back then I thought it was a duology and got the second book. But I never started the second book because mostly I was good with just the story in the first book. And then it turned out it was a trilogy, and somehow that put me off reading instead of continue reading, because all 3 books are out. And this is a story, science fiction story, and we're following a young man from the wheel. It's a place where there's a lot of genetic manipulation happening. The hierarchy and social structures are very strict. And pretty soon when you grow up, you get an implant. If you can't take the implant, meaning your body rejects it, you basically lost the society game. And that's what happened to this young man. So it's not about his childhood. It's about when he's more grown up and he escaped the wheel and all the stuff there, and is now trying out to be a god, because there is this huge entertainment thing called the Divinity, and you can try out for being part of one of the gods. It's a band. And then that's the first book. The first book is all about the tryouts, the trials, band members getting together, a lot about the characters and the world, and it's super interesting. It is sort of feeling like the immense popularity of K-pop just put into science fiction and divinity kind of story. And it's fine. All of that is fine. I like the world, I like the characters, but I didn't need more of their stories. I'm about 40%, 150 pages-ish into the book, the second book now. And the writing is fine, but it doesn't feel like I'm in a story. It feels more like I'm reading a dissertation or a documentation about the band, about the whole divinity, about the characters and how they are feeling. It's like I'm looking in from the outside and I'm not part of it. I'm not experiencing it. Even though we're with the characters and we get to know what they think and what they're doing and their motivations. The young man, our main character, is deeply troubled and has trust issues because he doesn't really have a home due to the home he came from, and he doesn't have family due to the home he came from. And so he is very scared of giving or caring and of losing. And that is a whole theme that is going on. It's very interesting and it's well done. But the whole book just feels like looking in from the outside. And yeah, it's like a BTS documentary. Not that I know anything about BTS, fairly superficial, and have watched anything of or about them. But I thought this morning it feels a little bit like when Daisy Jones and the Six were hyped, and I just didn't get the book. It felt so uninteresting and artificial, and this is what I'm having here. And I feel bad about it because Gail Carriger is one of my favorite authors. I want to like her books, and I usually like her books, and I want to support her, but I also want to DNF. I'm a little bit torn of what to do now. And then adding to that, I'm not motivated to do anything. It's 9 a.m. I'm up, I'm having breakfast now, and then I just want to stare at screens, do nothing, which is not a good plan. So I'll probably read something else, which is the book that came yesterday, The Little Blue Kite. It's by Mark Z. Danielewski, the guy who wrote House of Leaves and other books. I've read most of all of his books. And this is the book I told you about where I was too stupid to order the right one. I ordered it used and it was a library book. So I still have the stickers here and the stickers here that I can't get off. But it is a easy to read graphic novel. So I'm hoping to just flip through this and enjoy it. So that might be nice. This is what I like about Mark Z. Danielewski. It's all experimental books, and his new book, forgot the title, but that's 1,000 pages long, and it's about apparently 2 horses and a horror story. I had thought about getting that, but then I thought I will not read a 1,000-page book right now. So this seemed much more doable, and I didn't have that. So that's the plan for today. Maybe I can finish and do some of the other things I had planned for today, but I'm not sure. Are you good with winter and dark months? There's no light outside. The rain is not the worst part. It's the darkness and the gray. It's getting to me this week, and I don't know why I'm so exhausted. We'll see. I'll have breakfast and coffee now. And I'll definitely have to go outside later for a walk because it's probably good for me. And maybe I can even manage to vacuum and do something about the grime. Or maybe it's a money problem and I need to buy different cleaning utensils that have less of a barrier to do it. Like vacuuming is a lot of work, but maybe if I get some swiper thingies, it might be easier. Not as thorough and good for the carpets, but at least for the kitchen. We'll see. That's a thought I had this morning. I had a lot of thoughts, and I didn't even have coffee yet. Good old times. Anyways.